We're at the end of the fourth stage, only 12 to go. Conditions have been changing a bit. How's it been so far today for you?
I would say finding our feet in the first few stages was tricky. A lot of sliding and understeering, and then second stage when the heavens opened it was a lot more trickier. I'd say everyone found it the same, but in the last two stages we were sliding about. In the third stage, just taking it too quicker than what it actually was. But we managed to crawl back some good time on the fourth stage there, and then we just got to see how it goes. It's now, when we're next out, it'll be dark, so it'll be interesting to see.
And obviously one of your tasks today was to get in front of Ben, but up to now you've not been able to do that. What are you, your third, what's that, 27 seconds? 27 seconds, so I mean we've still got 12 stages to go, a lot of mileage. Do you think that's going to be a possibility?
I would say if it dries up and we get good bone dry track, I would say it might be a high possibility, but if not, then all we need is a finish today to get a top 3 in the championship standings, so hoping for that.
Good. Well, we'll speak to you again before we're finished. Thanks, Mikey. Now we've got Ben, and up to after 4 stages, Ben, you're obviously doing the business. Your plan for today was obviously to stay in front of Mikey, so how is that working out?
Yeah, it's going fine so far. I think 20 seconds in front, but there's a long way to go in the rally, so we'll have to see. There's another full day's rallying to do, but hopefully we can keep in front and secure second in the championship.
So you think there's more in you if Mikey ups his pace?
Yeah, definitely. He's capable of doing that. Like we've seen at Creel, it was 30 seconds in front of him, and then all of a sudden it was only 2 or 3 at the end. So definitely just have to keep the pace up, because Mikey's very fast and have to watch out for it.
So what did you think? I mean, we've had two stages, but very different. The first were probably as atrocious as the conditions as you can go. And how did you get on with them?
Yeah, the first time ever it's been out and it's been that windy and rainy, but Micro did okay in it, and it was very slippy at the start, but once we found the grip we sort of worked with it and it wasn't too bad, and then it dried up in 3 and 4, so that was a bonus.
So I think you've got 29 seconds after 4 stages up on Mikey, and that's really what you're going to try and protect, isn't it?
Yeah, just keep driving the way I am, just no risks, and hopefully there's another 12 stages left, so there's a lot of rallying left to do, a lot of corners. And
we're now we're going to go into dusk now and then lights, and how are you looking forward to driving in the dark with the lights?
Yeah, a bit nervous, but once I get the first few corners hopefully it won't be too much different, but it's a completely different rally and when it's dark, so have to keep up the pace.
Thanks, Ben. We'll speak to you later, and fingers crossed everything keeps between yourself and Mikey. The battle's on. Yeah, thanks. Well, here we are at the end of our big adventure down in Anglesey, the end of the Glen Memorial Trophy Junior Rally. We've had a cracking 2 days. One of them was very wet, but today, as you can see, the sun's shining. I'm here with the crew, who are Mikey, Dickie and Ewan Duncan. Now, Ewan, it's been a tough weekend, hectic yesterday, but how have you found the weekend?
First of all, I think the track's brilliant, great facility, and it's an honour to come down and compete here. The weather was very difficult, especially given that we didn't have wet tyres. It was the same for everyone though, so we just had to dig in, and it made it very challenging for the juniors, but I think it highlights their skills, because nobody has really made a mess of any of their cars in any way, and it's just a pleasure to come down and compete here, and we got a great result in the end.
Well, thank you very much, Ewan. It's been a good weekend, and over now to Mikey. Now, Mikey, you've had to work hard, back and forth with Harry in the front, you in the front, but at the end of the day it's worked out pretty well for you. How have you enjoyed the event and the venue?
I think it was good. Yesterday was obviously difficult and the conditions that were there, but I think everyone obviously found it the same, and today the dry weather's paid to our advantage.
And how do you think the IGO went compared to the micros here?
I think obviously in the wet the micros have the legs over the IGOs, C1s, etc. But I think in the dry, once we found our feet, I think we were fine. We were up there with everyone else. So.
Good, excellent. And a good end to the season?
Yeah, good end to the season. Today's results placed us for 3rd place in the championship at the end of the year, so we're very happy with that.
Well, thank you very much, guys. It's been a great pleasure to have you. I think you're about the only team that's been the solid same co-driver, well, one of the few co-driver, and it shows. And so congratulations, and thank you very much. And
thank you. Cheers.
See you on the road home.
Thanks. Thank you.
Now here we are with Jordan Black and Harry Marchbank, co-driver and driver. One of the 7 crews that have ventured down. So Jordan, this has been quite an experience for all of us, but how has it been for yourself?
Yeah, it's been very, very, very tough. Really enjoyed myself, and especially last night in the night stages. This is my first year navigating, so going straight into doing night stages, it's been quite an experience, especially this mad man.
So have you any tips for co-drivers who might be feeling a bit ill?
Well, last night I was feeling quite ill myself, so I just kind of tried not to think about it and go on with it. It was fine. It was good.
So how's your year been? I mean, you're more regular seen behind the wheel of a 205, Jordan, but how has this year been for yourself?
Yeah, it's been great. Really enjoyed it. Harry's been fantastic all year. The car's been great. It's never let us down. So yeah, enjoyed it. I think we've ended up winning the championship for the co-drivers. So yeah, really chuffed.
Excellent. Good. Thanks, Jordan. Pass it over to Harry. Now, Harry, sadly, this is your last event, and I mean that sincerely. I remember the first time I met you, this little fellow, chubby-faced fellow in the grass track, who pinned me down to the ground, and you've never stopped doing it, Harry. So, your last event, how do you feel? How did the weekend, how did you find the weekend?
Yeah, it's been a big weekend, but it's been a really good weekend, really enjoyable. I didn't know how I was going to go in the dark, but it proved to be. We set some good times in the dark.
So you've seen other sides of rallying that you wouldn't have otherwise seen, and how have you taken it?
Yeah, it's really good, to be honest. Can't really fault the year anywhere, to be honest.
And were you more comfortable in the wet than in the bone dry today, or?
I have more confidence in the dry, but it doesn't really bother me.
Right.
Yep.
So what have you any thoughts? I know we asked you this question before, but going forward, you're a real talent. You've really shone in our championship. What do you think?
Don't know where to go next year, to be honest. Whether to have a year out or try and get something in the budget. Apprenticeship wage doesn't do much for rallying, to be honest.
No, it doesn't. But you got to speak to Jordan. Jordan rallied in an apprenticeship wage for a few years, didn't you, Jordan? Yep. So there you are. There's your instructor. But it's been a great joy having you in the championship, Harry, and we're really sorry to lose you. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the podium in time to come. Thank you very much, guys. Here we are then with the winners today, the Ecosse Challenge, Junior 1000 Ecosse Challenge winners today, and confirmed second in the Scottish Championship now. It's been a hard old day, so Ben Creeley and Liam Regan. So we'll start with you, Liam. A bit different to what you were doing last weekend. Still very wet yesterday, but how was the weekend in the wee micro that was churning along there, pretty close to the front all the time?
This weekend was a lot harder than last weekend actually. Whenever you're in the co-driving seat, it's a lot more difficult. But you said it was a hard day. It was actually a hard weekend because we had yesterday as well in the dark, and that's obviously new for the juniors. So it takes a lot from a co-driver's point of view to keep these guys on the road. And yeah, we're happy with the result. Ben drove really well this weekend, and in fact all year. So we couldn't ask for any more. And the rest of the competitors came down here as well, down to Anglesey. So it's brilliant to get down here.
Yeah. So you'll go back to Ireland. You're the only one going back tonight. I think they've all emigrated now, have they not? You're the only one going home?
I'm going home with William's team there. So family Creeley are on a bigger tour, but they'll be back on Monday night. So hopefully I'll be back tonight.
Yeah. Well, it's been great having you. Someone of your experience, Liam, makes such a difference to us. We can see that with Ben, and it's been a real joy to have you in the championship and doing what you've done. So thank you.
Thanks very much, Digby, and you've been a big help to us this year as well. And maybe like myself and Mark McCullough, who have done a few rallies, can pass it on, because we're not going to WRC level, so we can pass it on to these guys and maybe they might. But thanks again, Digby. Cheers.
Ben, you came here, you had a job to do, and you were a bit constrained, I believe. They kept reminding you that you weren't here to win the rally, you were here to get the points for the championship. So how have you enjoyed the weekend? There's quite a lot of first new things been this weekend, isn't there?
It's a learning curve this weekend. Obviously the dark stages and also the 2-day rally, it's a new thing, so very good weekend and very enjoyable and very well organised.
Mm-hmm. And the kind of wet, yes, have you experienced conditions like that?
It's the worst ever. It's been raining, but a few times last year it was wet, and then obviously it came, so it was a bit damp, but yes,
The wind as well.
yeah, new experience definitely. So all sorts of conditions for 4 seasons in one day.
And in the dark, how did you cope with that? Or you were fogging up, no? You were getting, the window was getting mucky, wasn't it?
Yeah, the wipers, the water in the wipers wouldn't work, so the dirt sort of from the sea came onto our windows, and we lost a bit of time there, but thankfully we're okay today and held first place in the Ecosse Challenge.
So when that was happening last night, were your ears growing bigger listening to Liam even more, or were you just...
Yeah, it was scary, like, so I didn't really see where I was going, but I just headed around and got through the finish.
Yeah, so you learned how to win an event, and today you proved it. So, well, anyway, we'll see you at the prize giving anyway. But you're a worthy second in class, second in the championship, and it's been a great joy having you and your fellow family Irishmen over here. And everyone has come over to join us. It's a great joy. So thank you very much, and we will see you at the prize giving.
Thank you.
Cheers, Digby.
Thank you.
Cheers.